Welcome to another comic book review. Woo. This is episode 112. All right, we've been doing this for a while. Wait, is it 12 or 13?
Regular episode was 113. This is comic book review. This is 12. Like 11 or 12.
So okay, so last episode was 11, I believe.
I believe so. Yeah.
All right, so I'm right by saying 12.
But you said 112. This man throw $100, $100 on it.
God, I think it's.
I like the confidence.
I'm not trying to go after you. I'm just saying.
I mean, technically, if you think about it, as far as reviewing comic books, you're 100% right. But this is his own show called Somebody Said
Comic Book Review.
Yeah, there you go.
Comic Book Review.
How about I start the fun?
Yeah, how about you bring this in the middle?
Start the shit, all right? Can I do that? Can I start the shit?
And it's episode 12.
All right, 12. So
you're right, yeah.
You're
100 off, but I like it.
All right. You know what? The main episode confused me. I see another number.
It's
all right.
fine.
So anyway, we're on episode 12 of comic book reviews.
Yes.
But right now we're going to talk about some comic book news. Okay.
Yeah.
And there's some good stuff. All right. There are current titles that are going on right now that are just being missed in the ether, as we know our fan favorite. What was that? God, what was that called? With the mechs.
Which one?
No, with the kaijus.
Wait, fuck.
Ultra Mega?
Yeah, as we know, Ultra Mega, Vicious Cycle. These are lost in the ether.
Okay.
But ones that are and now,
man, you gave me hope.
I'm sorry.
I know.
We still wait for you.
Next
you still got people out here. We love you.
Next time you'll be talking about fucking We Live. I'm like,
and now Batman has joined them. Batman Gotham of Gargoyle of Gotham.
Stop it.
No, it's been officially 2 months. I have not seen the book.
It literally just started.
But I will. It is also a Black Label, and the one thing I do like about Black Label is their quality is so good that they take their time putting them out. Okay. So, I mean, it took forever for that Aquaman series to end. So
yeah, I mean, it's so long that we didn't even finish reviewing.
I did. I need to finish.
But of things that have come back from that ether. Cool. We reported, I want to say almost 2 years ago, that right after the smash hit Little Bird, that they were getting some kind of prequel, whatever treatment to that called Precious Metal.
That's right, yeah.
Holy shit.
The artists and the writer have taken to their Instagrams and given us updates as of like I want to say 3 days ago, when we feel this podcast, probably like 5 when this posts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yes, we got an update. Precious Metal is coming out on June 5th.
Woo!
As an official date, it will be out. I cannot wait for it.
Oh my god,
man, that was one of my favorite series.
I love Little Bird so much.
Man, I can't wait to get more.
We did ask for more, and we did ask for more.
And essentially, we're getting it. So
this is just making sure this is a whole different series, right? Or is
this is not. This is in the. It's in the Little Bird universe. Because it's got the dude with the jelly arm.
Okay.
With the fish noodle arm, whatever. It's either it takes place before. Now that I think about it, that book was very Dune-ish.
It was. There's a lot of time
floating figures and stuff. It was kind of cool.
Dune, you see how Dune permeates everything?
Dune permeates everything.
So I'm very much looking forward to that.
Me too.
The only other series that was coming out, we got new X-Men titles all summer. Right. So very much looking forward to that.
That's after the fall, right?
Yes. Okay. After that's over, they already got the motherfucking rebrand up and running. So we got Uncanny X-Men, we got
X-Men,
and then the other one was like Sensational, I want to say.
Fuck, I forgot. Yeah, no, it was something
Uncanny X-Men, and
that last one
X-Men.
It was weird. I don't think it was
Sensational or some shit. I don't know. But either way.
Yeah, they're reviving a lot of the old school X-Men spinoffs into their own series.
The teams are only slightly different.
Listen, hot topic. I don't like that.
The
Cyclops design.
Is he young? Is he supposed to be young? He looks like a baby.
They're bringing back you know what? Bring back fascist Cyclops costume.
What is going on?
The big X on his face?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say what is going on?
The giant fucking X on his face.
Bring back Maniac Cyclops with the red and black.
Villain
I like
Cyclops.
You're right. You're right about that.
That right here.
I absolutely
bring this back.
Bring back villain Cyclops.
Another book coming out is called Remote Space. I started seeing some stuff about it, and I posted it in the group. One of the costumes looked like Gwen Stacy or something. It's another kaiju Lycan book. I guess since we're never going to get Ultra Mega back, we have to start relying on other things.
And since he won't like Godzilla out in the open,
I know, right?
I'm good on that.
He wants to get his kaiju fix elsewhere.
I'm good on that.
No, you're not.
You know?
You love it.
This is the day of hot takes. Ultra Mega is better than Godzilla.
Absolutely.
That shit was hot.
Of course it is.
That wasn't the point.
Huh?
That was not the point.
That wasn't the point.
But look how easy it is. It has to be stated.
Listen,
wasn't
I
the
missed
point.
it, but I found it at the same time.
Man, I miss Ultra Mega so much.
I do.
God, bro.
Make a Kickstarter.
No.
Yeah, get something. Get something. I don't
It's
know.
owned by-
Was it one of the? Was Ultra Mega a?
Okay. I'm sorry. The other X-Men is called not sensational, exceptional.
Exceptional. Okay,
Exceptional.
close.
Exceptional.
It doesn't even sound.
No, it doesn't.
Exceptional.
It doesn't sound exceptional.
An exceptional
Who's on that-
X-Men
who's on that
sounds
team?
like it's been filtered through the system.
Who's on that team? If they're just exceptional, who's on that team?
Sounds like people no one care about. to me.
Kate, Emma Frost.
Exactly.
Wait, no.
There you go. Even
Yeah.
those two.
So we have.
We had the two carriers.
Oh, where's the picture?
Oh, there's a.
And it, oh, there was like
Yeah, we don't wanna rate
It was,
it.
it's all the way at the top.
Yeah, Kitty Pryde, Emma Frost,
Kate.
Whatever.
You gotta
Kate
make the
Pryde.
change. You gotta make the
Yeah,
change.
Okay.
Kate.
Whatever.
We'll see,
That's a
we'll
grown
see.
woman now.
We'll see if it lasts after.
I know a
whatever's
couple
going on.
issues. Yeah.
Kate,
Right.
All right, Kate Pryde, some random 3 people I've never fucking seen.
Yeah, those
I'm
are-
thinking
those
one
are
of
the
them
new
is
bloods.
armor. I'm thinking one of them is armor. Kind of looks like armor, maybe. Everybody, it looks like they're kind of going back to this like early 2005 like character models where everybody is like looks like they just got done fucking just eating just nothing but chicken and broccoli. Everybody's been squatting for the last 25 hours. Like everybody
Also back
is
to exceptional
jacked.
body standards.
Everybody is jacked and lean, and I mean, cool. I like it. I don't know. I don't know if this is Psylocke and the new
me see, let
X-Men
me see.
one. I don't like the Quentin redesign.
Oh my God.
I'm going to. After this Krakoa era,
Yeah, it's hard. It's gonna be
going to
hard.
be hard for me to
Accept anything
fall
less.
in love with this again.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like I'm sure they're gonna do their own thing, but like we are.
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna be
don't-
under a microscope because of what we came from.
I don't want to preemptively hate, but I hate that Cyclops.
I hate the Cyclops uniform. That's pretty interesting back there. It's like they combined.
Magneto and X Xavier.
Yes.
Which is
Mag Xavier?
There is a the revival of Magneto or whatever that book is going
Yeah,
on right now is Storm
Resurrection.
Magneto. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope they hook up.
Wait,
I'm
who,
You know
saying
what?
it. Hey.
I don't disagree.
wait, who?
Yeah.
hooked?
Storm and
It's Storm and Magneto. It's about time that they just have like a hardcore just this.
Because they're never giving us T'Challa and Storm.
I love
back,
this
so we might
juggernaut.
as well just
Oh, no,
not
no.
have her with a nobody and
No,
put her with
T'Challa, yeah.
Magneto.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Let's see. Kid what? What's his name?
Kid Omega.
Yeah.
Kid Omega.
Kid Omega.
Quentin. I don't like his design.
Quentin Quire. His
Yeah.
name?
It's, this is just old me, but it looks like they're redesigning them to be for a younger crowd. Cool. I don't know.
But don't forget about us though.
Who's Icy Hot up in top left corner?
Todoroki? I don't know.
New character.
She looks like Todoroki. I thought it was Photon at first, but like
Oh, shit.
the
I
Ice
don't
and
know.
Fire, I don't know.
No way.
What, right there?
Yeah, I don't know who that. No, who this right here?
We just Quentin Quire. What are you talking about?
Quinn Quire.
Yeah, Kid Omega. And-
Oh, Kid Omega. I haven't seen.
Yeah, he
We know.
hasn't read
We know.
X-Men
We know
in
you
some
don't
time.
know.
Shut up.
He hasn't read X-Men in some time,
I haven't.
as we know.
I haven't again.
And neither have I. I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly.
But
hot.
I can shit on you.
He sees Nimrod. He's like, what's Ultron doing here?
But yeah, that's actually it for comic book reviews. I mean, comic book news. We can get on to some comic book reviews.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I want to formally apologize for one of the comics that I recommended, but I won't name them by name. We'll just talk about.
We'll get to it. You'll know which one it was.
But actually, speaking of which, out of nowhere, totally unrelated, we're gonna start with from DC, Helen of Wyndhorn, number one.
Not DC, the Dark
And-
Horse.
Dark Horse.
Yes,
I'm sorry. And the number one and the it will be the only one. 'Cause-
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
no.
for as far as I'm concerned.
No, we're not. Yeah, we're
Y'all didn't fuck with it.
no.
I mean, it's cool. You know,
it was very long and drawn out to get to where we had to go.
Yeah, this was lengthy.
It made me learn new words, which is cool.
Right.
Like I what the fuck is she saying?
And I like Tom King. I like his Batman shit. I like the stuff that his other stuff that he's done.
This one has a bat in it.
I watched a video. What actually convinced me to get it is I watched his. There was a clip on his IG where he was geeking about it and how him and the artist just wanted to work together again and like let's just make something that we both want to make. And he seemed very passionate about it. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, well, it's a light week. I heard about that. I'll check it out. And it is passionate. I'll give you that. If one thing for sure, this is passion all over it. I got that right away.
This feels like this is a very cool idea that they like to themselves. Like, oh my God, this would be so cool. And they did it, but I don't think it feels like there wasn't enough care to help us, the audience, actually care just as much as they do. In my opinion,
and I'm going to go actually on a limb, and I don't think I've ever done this on air and actually blame somebody. I think this falls on editorial. I think editorial let them get away with just making this wordy and lengthy and without having a full-on drawn-out. Like, at some point, editorial should have stepped in and be like, let's get
you don't
to
need to explain what we just saw. Let's speed up.
Let's get to where we're going.
I don't need you to tell me what's happening. Yes. I can see it. I can read it. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
They treated this like it was
a book,
a hardcover book without pictures.
Exactly. No. Yeah, exactly. She explained everything in so much detail. So unnecessarily.
And I like how we can get inside the characters' minds because this is a very dialogue-heavy book.
Yeah.
The problem was the dialogue, which is repeating.
Yeah, it's
constant points.
It didn't get. If I always got the feeling that while things were being explained, that I wasn't given information that necessarily helped me understand the story after some point in time.
Yeah,
right.
It did a good job of immersing me in there, and of course, I never had an easier time giving somebody the southern bell. I never had an easier time with that, and I love the way some of the characters talk to each other. They do have a good job. It felt so natural the way the dialogue was flowing, but it was just.
It was a lot. It was too much of it.
A lot of words.
I'll put it to you like this: if I were watching it on the BBC network, absolutely smash.
Smash.
But because I had to read it, I'm like.
I will say that it was towards the end, the switch up. I thought I was reading a different book until we got to the climax of the issue, right? I didn't know. I think part of the fault of this book is that I didn't know where we were going. No. I didn't know what to expect and what to read from. Even from the cover, like I came into a different thought of what we were going for. And I will say, I think it's one of its good characteristics that it kind of keeps you
guessing.
It keeps you off balance.
Okay.
Right? It keeps you off balance because you don't know exactly what you're looking at or what you're really reading or where this is going, right? Right. With the start off of the present day to a interview with a vampire-esque type and like story build up that to where we ended up being, where we ended up going. My main issue with this book that I didn't care for was, like we mentioned already, the needless world building that was already being done.
Right. The repetition.
Yeah, the double down on it. We get it. She's an alcoholic.
Right. It's like I walked into a room. She walked into a room drinking a beer and cursing obscenely. Like, cool. We just saw
you told us within the first 7 panels that she was
she's
like
a recluse. Yeah, she's I don't like the fact that they don't set up like it doesn't seem there really isn't much set up for the mystery. For the hook. And I feel like for this type of story, I feel like there should have been some hint at it at the beginning because the main character who's in the present is trying to interview the lady who's part of the past story. He's trying to say like, oh yeah, I'm very interested in blah, blah, blah. A lot of people have been saying blah, blah, blah about this person. I'm like, but like, I don't understand why I'm interested yet.
Yeah,
like
I didn't know who they were talking about in that. Like they were writing about the guy that
who wrote
from the beginning of the stuff was already dead.
Yeah,
but then they're talking about the stuff that he didn't even get to see, And it was very confusing at the beginning of what am I supposed to be following? What am I supposed to be caring about? What am I supposed to be looking for?
Yeah, and like it's cool to have this little hook at the end, but there's nothing. They're luckily like I read the entire thing because like that hook was way too late before I've already lost my interest.
And like I said, I think this falls on. I don't like blaming people, but I think this falls on editorial because I believe this may have been a situation where they were like, "This is how long the book has to be, and we want the cliffhanger to be at the end."
Yeah.
So now you end up with this drawn out introduction that, much like what we discussed in Solo Leveling, the Rule of Three. Make sure you go check that out.
Yeah.
They did something in that manner where they drew out the first issue to the point where, by the time that hook came in, I was already walking out the door, and that hook kind of missed me.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Because it's so out of nowhere that you're like, while you're walking out, you look back like, oh, that's weird. Oh well, and then you're gonna keep walking because like.
And it was cool. The art was fantastic.
Oh, yeah. I love the art. But something had to happen in that book, man. Like we're not gonna read through this whole book with these 9,000-page essays going on with these dialogues and nothing happening at the end.
Yeah.
Something was gonna happen. If you didn't feel that while reading it, something was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they're far be it from me to tell Tom King how to do anything.
I love the world. I love what they're trying to do with this world. I like the timepieces.
Yes.
Type of deal. So I'll probably check another issue or two and see where it goes. But it's going to be something that I'm like, oh, there's nothing this week. Let me catch up.
Which I'll be honest,
which is going to be very hard with the X-Men coming to the end the next month. So there's maybe something that I'm just going to let go.
We got to pour one out for Coca-Cola, bro.
I'm going to get so fucked up during that podcast. Speaking of today, we're drinking Cerveza del Lago, which beer of the lake, Mexican lager from Big Lake Brewing out of Michigan.
It's got the Dick Lake.
Dog, this is now my my go-to little like just drinker.
Dick Lake. Look at the lake they use.
Listen, man, that's Lake Michigan. Slanging like Michigan.
Slanging. Long and long.
Yeah. Let's get back to the beer.
But I was a fan. I actually am a fan of this book. I do get to be a fan of a more slow burn type things because when a book is more of a slow read, I feel the payoff is a bit more rewarding when it does something really nice.
Right.
And I always look forward to that, but sometimes it doesn't really reward myself because those slow burns don't fucking burn sometimes, bro.
Sometimes those slow burns burn even more because they've been burning you.
And let me tell you, like, because this was a book I tried to read first. I literally had to, like, wake up today and read everything else because I just got done reading this. I started reading it on Thursday.
Oh, no.
This shit's long as hell. I'm like, damn, it's not over?
Yeah.
Fuck. Like, I can appreciate it because it's like, in our microwave culture, it's like, give me the big bad now, reveal the big bad now, reveal what's going on in the story now at the end of issue one.
This is a slow cook.
Very slow.
I'm a fan of the madam. I'm a fan of her.
I like her.
I like the dialogue. Yeah. I really like. I like there's a lot of care to make sure it made me feel like I'm in that day.
Yeah,
everyone feels like,
and I think we all agree. Like, I don't know what it is. There's just something off about it. I think everything it does well, but there's something that just isn't clicking.
Yeah,
and I can't quite put my finger on what it is. Whether it's the length or it's the dialogue, because we can all agree the dialogue is written beautifully. Yeah, the art is written beautifully. The world itself is intriguing. I think the main, and I don't want to dwell on this book too much longer, but the main turn off for me in this book is they did not know how to approach the main character. Are they going to treat her like a child or are they going to treat her like an adult? Because she is smoking cigarettes, drinking, and doing all this adult shit.
Yeah, she's
but at the end of the day,
doing all this shit.
At the end of the day, like her needing to go into bed with the mistress, like because she's having a nightmare, she's seeing stuff like. There's a really good story that could be met up in there, and maybe that's what they're working for. But to me, in the first issue, it just didn't click.
Yeah, I feel like, and I could maybe, like I said, I'm not the writer and everything, and I'm sure he did everything. They did everything they were intending to do. I don't know why. I feel like it would have been better if we didn't have that present day stuff. like someone narrating and everything. I kind of feel like I wonder how it would feel like if we just took the story how it is, like back to back to back. Like we entered this this person who's supposed to be the governess of this lit girl, and she's going to go get her for whatever reason, and then we just add a little bit more mystery of what's going on, and I feel like that could have like bumped the story up a little bit more.
Right, taking it from that first, and not just going two other layers about how all this happened a while
already.
The whole interview with a vampire premise.
Yeah, like we don't
fair.
Yeah, we don't because
it remains to be seen how that gets approached in the following issue. So here's to that. But what's next? What do we have after that?
We're gonna go with from Image Comics, Napalm Lullaby.
This was my favorite.
I agree with Clint.
This is not my favorite.
This was not my favorite as well.
You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid.
You're dumb. You're dumb for liking this. Idiot. You're an idiot.
Stupid.
I do like how we're split on this. I honestly do like how we're split on this because I feel like a lot of the times we come in here, we usually have like a main overacting
we either don't
agree on pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So I really like how half of us are split on this. I just didn't care for this. I don't know if it was because I read this right after I read Helen of Wyndhorn, and I was just like, oh, I'm kind of
Well, see, I had the exact opposite reaction. I also read this after Helen of Wyndhorn, but
I was
like, oh God, all right, something fast. And
I read this first. I read this first, and I went to Helen.
I'm just like kind of like I read this right after Helen and everything, and I actually miss Helen after reading this because
there was
nothing in this book.
I have no idea what the fuck we were watching. We were looking at. I don't know what's going on.
These sound like the people. I didn't get Inception. That's what they sound like to me.
That's fair. I didn't get Inception.
Let me see that shit.
Listen,
Napalm is doing 5 fucking different things. Like, look, I don't mind. Look, I like the beginning. I like the whole maybe kind of maybe Superman.
Yeah,
like
when the baby
thing.
came in and Metal Garurumon, like
I was so locked in. I was so locked in.
Exactly.
When no, that's not Metal Garurumon. What's his name? That's season 4 Garurumon. What's his name? Galgamon.
I call it Metal Garurumon.
The thing is though,
real ones know
that beginning is a whole separate comic.
Yes,
because
and that's what I wanted.
And then that's what I wanted to continue on, and then we went on in the 80 years in the future and whatever the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I don't know who that baby is. I don't know where that baby's at. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
And then we follow one character.
These pages.
We follow the one character who then is doing some deal. It's his narration, right?
I don't know.
We don't know. Yeah, we don't know.
It's fucking. It turns into Ready Player One,
and then he fucking dies, and then we got.
Does he? I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't die. That's a mind trick.
Right.
He got fucking stabbed in the head.
Yeah, that's because they let the bad guys see what they want them to see.
At the end of the day, they're like, they escape. They're driving away.
See that.
They showed you once before.
They showed it to us.
That the first dude that they followed that was being a dick to everybody that killed all those people. Yeah. They showed him in a room and he was about to get a blowjob from an angel.
Yes, he was.
But then the other guy stopped it. Was like, hey, stop your mind bullshit. Let's get the money. Let's get the shit and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And then some other dude showed up and was like, hey, you guys can't leave. And they tried to kill him. Yeah. And then they tricked the dude again with their mind, like, yeah, okay, you killed us. And then they were escaping on a motorcycle.
By the way, it was really hard to explain those pages at work when somebody walked behind me and I was reading those.
Yeah, I know. Right? It's like, you reading hentai? You in here reading the hentai?
No, okay. This happened.
Okay, that happened.
But they explained it to the point that we are left to believe that this guy is not dead. He can't die.
No, look. If you turn the page, and see them driving away.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you see them, okay, so
I know I saw them driving away, and it was like they even had the virtual reality thing in the middle of the book. It's just to me, this book is just all.
And they're telling you that it's a sedative that they're giving people.
But you guys have heard our gripes with it. What did you guys enjoy about it so much?
I enjoyed how fast it was, and they don't have to hold your hand. They don't have to explain. The literal opposite of what you guys didn't. Your
I wanted something in the middle.
Yeah, I just want that balance.
You middle.
No,
folks, my gosh.
Let him continue. Let him continue. But yeah, go ahead.
Like, no, I just liked how it didn't hold your hand. It was breakneck speed, and you either get it or you didn't. I did get it. I do not understand that we're coming in from the farthest away possible angle of what the fuck happened over the last 50 years.
Okay.
These people may not even be leads, but they're on the cover. They're on the cover, so I'm assuming they are the leads, and we're following them for the little bit of time that we do, and they're showing us a world that is just showing us and telling us of a world that is devoid of hope, and it's dirty, and it's pretty cool. It's got some cool powers.
Mm-hmm. I can only add on.
I like that.
I can only add on to what you're saying as far as like it was fast. Like they really utilize the whole comic book medium. They don't waste time trying to explain things to you. Everything's like shown to you, drawn to you. You don't really have too many questions left to ask. I didn't have too many questions left to ask with regards to it. I like how unique some of these people look. I like this guy with this cowboy hat with an eyeball on his chin. All right, I'm a fan. I like his relationship with the little old lady. I like the burlesque house leader. I always love that kind of dynamic.
I like the Christian cult people that got Superman, I guess, as a baby. Like they just like catch up. These are concepts that are not hard to follow, but it's like we're not going to explain it all to you. Here it is. Here's a motif of it. We're moving along. I get to some people that's not always like there is a middle ground. There is a middle ground where this comic explains stuff and still moves a little bit as fast.
So my gripe, my biggest gripe is what is the story?
This story this world is cooked, and you're about to find out that there's hope coming.
But there's not like it's not even with the world. The world's whatever. Like it's cool. It's post-apocalyptic.
Yeah,
there's some cold.
We've seen all those before.
I don't. It's about like
this is Borderlands.
What is the actual like? What is going on? Why do we care?
You'll find out.
No, and that's the thing. I don't care.
We're left to find out.
I know we're left to find.
That's the same issue with Helen of Wyndhorn.
Yeah, like we are left to find out.
It took shorter to do it though.
But it's only one book.
No, and that's but this one book is not giving. Look, I feel like
you're just
if it started with after the 50 years later without the whole like beginning part and had enough room to flesh out or do maybe a little bit more with these two characters at the beginning, sure. I think I would be able to follow the story a little bit more, but since we split it up between like the cult people, and then this baby comes, and then 50 years later, and then we start off with this goon who's doing whatever, and then find out it's about these other two people who are
going to kill what I assume is the baby at the beginning.
I'm guessing,
I work with the baby.
It's like there's just so much to get to the main like meat of whatever the fuck is going on, and for me to care. For some people, which cool for you guys, like you guys are already on board, cool.
That's right.
For me, I don't care.
Yeah,
I can move the fuck on.
I agree. But
that's just me.
Well, who the fuck are you?
I feel like we've seen this. I feel like we've seen this premise played out better. So many other times, and that's just my personal opinion. And I like Rick Remender. This one just didn't click in it for me.
Yeah,
I feel like fire.
I also love the artist name just going by one Bengal. He's like
Bengal?
Seal.
He's like, I'm Bengal.
He's like Seal or Prince.
I just feel like it would have been this plot or this story or this the first issue would have done better without being a little bit more simpler. Just making a little bit more. Just streamlined and a little bit more simple.
I also get Soul Eater vibes out of the art too, which I do enjoy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's just me.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was cool. I would definitely still recommend it. Like I said, very fast. I know it moves too fast for two of the members in this room.
It's not fast,
but for the rest of us, it moves really fast. Oh, you gave your summary, sir. You gave your summary. So, like I said,
but you just don't misquote me. That's all. Like don't you just say
it moved a little too fast.
It's not the fact. It's not about it being fast.
Discombobulated.
Exactly. It's about five. It has 3 arms.
It turned the corner too fast, and Chris fell out the side door, and Hydo fell out the side door shortly after.
Make a better car.
Make a better fucking exactly.
Make a better car.
Work on your fucking car.
Work on your grip strength. Right?
Wow.
Clarence?
I mean,
I'll show you some grip strength.
See how they're victim blaming.
I mean, look,
see how
man,
they're fucking
exactly.
if you're in public transit and it says, hold, if you're standing and it says hold the bar, y'all gotta hold the bar.
What if there's no bar? Exactly.
There was a bar. Y'all just didn't reach.
No bar.
Exactly.
Y'all just didn't reach.
You didn't read the
Y'all
instructions.
didn't look up. Y'all wasn't ready.
Don't let them lie to you.
Yeah, look around.
Oh, they ain't lying to me.
They ain't lying.
When
They
that
ain't lying to me.
when you swung your body to the side,
It's because they brought hooks to the fucking
y'all
train.
fell off the ride.
You guys brought hooks to your fucking train. You're like, I'm all ready for the bullshit.
Listen.
Let's
Can't
go.
get me.
I'm locked in.
I had the Anunnaki wristwatch, all right? The Anunnaki compass. You ain't gonna tell me I'm falling off.
You're not gonna sit here and tell me you just read and liked Helen of Wyndhorn and then say
No, I didn't say I liked it.
I didn't like
I'm
either.
saying this
I
is better than this.
I was the only one that said I liked it.
Okay, bet.
I didn't say I liked it. I just said I liked it better than that.
Whatever. Anyway, moving on. Have you guys been catching up with Avengers?
No,
Which Avengers?
not me.
Avengers Twilight.
Yeah, the old man Avengers.
Senior Citizens Avengers.
I have actually. I have been keeping up with it.
I actually like this.
I really like it.
A lot.
I
Like,
can't
How many issues
believe
are we
they,
in deep?
Four.
Yeah.
Just
they
four.
did the one thing I thought they could never do.
What?
Give Kamala Khan a spotlight.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, she's in this?
I mean, a small spotlight, but spotlight
teeny-
It's
nonetheless.
more than she's ever gotten.
I like it.
Teeny tiny. She
Listen,
got
she-
big.
Hey, she died that
I
one
like
time.
mature Khan.
Maybe she died.
Yeah, she looks great, mature.
Maybe she
honestly.
died for she was Mary Jane and then she wasn't. Remember that? They gave her spotlight then?
They shot her in the back of the head so she
Yeah.
could be she could be a mutant.
Yeah.
They just said, "All right, we're gonna put just
Shut the fuck up.
Go in the water, and when you come out, you're a mutant.
Yeah.
When you come out, you're a mutant."
She died so she could pose on the cover with Spider-Man for the first time.
Every time that Thor makes an appearance in his like future dystopian books, I always have the same issue with the whole like, well, I'm immortal. My bad. I sneezed. I got like busy. I had a couple appointments. I couldn't make it here for like the past 35 years. I know y'all guys got fucked up. My bad. I was a little busy. Like that always like I get it from a writing standpoint or like from a character standpoint, but like what's the difference of when he's fighting like his like gigantic villains and then he comes back to beat up like the fucking every day of the week guy?
Yeah.
Right.
Like he looked down, saw everybody getting fucked up and goes, damn, I gotta make breakfast.
He's like,
Okay.
you niggas are getting old.
I was just about
I
to-
gotta go somewhere else.
I was gonna say I didn't read this, but I wanted to know because I remember we talked about this before the pod. Like, did he? So he wasn't there during the massacre at all.
He was, and then he went away and then he come back.
He went away.
He's like, I can't take
He
it
said, "Y'all
anymore.
got it. All right, cool. I'll be back later."
He had to take a fucking mental break.
Yeah, he's like, I have to
Spend
take
his
a
hammer.
mental sick day.
Of like 25
then he
years.
came back.
was
He
just
said,
gone.
"God damn, Steve, you old. What happened, bro?
He said, damn, y'all.
Wasn't I here like last Wednesday?"
Right, damn.
Thor, it's been 25 years.
Luke Cage, you look like
That's
shit.
it. Yeah, it's like, God, y'all look like shit down here.
I didn't know your mortals get so
Yeah, but
Right.
but honestly, catching up with Avengers Twilight has been really good for me because I just started reading issue 2, and I'm like, so I did it all at once, and
Yeah.
man, I have to say I really just love where it's going.
Yeah, I like
love it. It's like it's doing that thing again. They've only managed to do like a couple of times with anybody that's not the X-Men. It's like you make a really hard premise to solve. Like you can't just answer it, and it's like, are they going to? I hope they do. I hope they at least try.
Yeah.
And then it's because I can see the machinations working where it's like we know who the bad guy is.
Yeah.
So once we beat him up, everything will be fine, right? But if they don't do that and they try and answer this question of like how do you rebuild from where people don't even really fuck with y'all like that, like it's a great question. It's a great position for the Avengers to be in, and man, I don't think they can miss at this current point in time. I love all the strings that are being pulled
Yeah.
with characters like young Tony's kid, Tony. Oh my God! Like this book they're doing nothing wrong for me at this current point in time.
is he still like? Is there any redemption for him, or is he still just an asshole?
Right now, it's like
The kid,
Yeah, the kid.
they doubled down,
He doubled
Yeah.
down.
which is
Tripled
cool.
down.
Which is cool.
very cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
last issue they actually tripled down. But
Little fuck.
Tripled down.
I actually do want to know if what was revealed in the last issue is actually true. Is he not actually Tony Stark's son? And if it is, he is actually the Red Skull's son. How did that come to work? Like everything. Like I know I'm giving out spoilers, but these are literally minor details on the overarching
plot and everything.
Narrative that's going on in here. It's the way that they're approaching this. It's really good. It's fantastic.
Chip's great, honestly. His first couple of writings when he started Daredevil, like I want to say like 2 years ago, I was really, really, really enthralled with those. And his writing on the Avengers is like it's like just painting the world.
What the fuck is that?
We're not going to talk about. We're not talking about What If Venom.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about.
You know exactly what the fuck it's going to be.
Let me see that. 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 What is that?
Is that Doctor Strange Venom?
Listen. You start giving Venom.
What the fuck is Doctor Strange robes?
Supreme. Oh my god!
I don't want to know.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, back to good stuff.
Yeah, I'm cool. But yeah, did anybody else read it other than the two of us?
I'm gonna read it.
I read it.
No, I didn't read it.
Okay, let me get your takes.
My takes on it. Look, man. There's not too much I can really say, but like how do you feel about neglectful Thor? Because sometimes when I read books, I'm just in it for the ride, and especially when I really enjoy what I'm reading, and I'm truly just in this right now for the ride because this is a good book. I'm having a great time, and what I do when I really enjoy something, I turn my brain off and I take it for what it is, and I wait till it's done.
Okay,
as you should. That's the best way to enjoy things in our dystopian world.
And right, dude, I cannot. Just kill the Red Skull already. This man's so fucking evil.
Just kill him. Like the Joker? Kind of like
yeah, man.
Mein Captain.
I have successfully fused with the internet.
Man. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm having a blast reading this.
I'm gonna have to catch up.
As you should.
Yeah.
There's only 4 issues of this shit. It's not like Batman and Joker where you can lie to us for like 7 issues straight.
Oh my god. It's been 3 years. Let it go.
It's not that far. It's right behind us.
Like you said, you don't like when Thor comes back saying like, oh, I'm sorry, my bad, bro. I stretched and like you humans, you live so little.
Yeah, I blink and you.
I leave for 2 seconds, and you guys like
right. I leave for 2 seconds. You guys are like 80 years old.
I love seeing that because that should be a part of Thor's character, and we really don't even get that until we get these types of like one-offs or offshot
like
stories.
I said,
because he is immortal. Yeah, exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's sometimes that to me sometimes that hits a little off because like. He got distracted for like 30 years.
I know because like, some of these Thor books, it makes it seem like he ain't got shit else to do but be on Earth.
Exactly.
Like, bro, be a king.
Well, you guys
go do your
Thor,
fucking job.
He can get caught on a drunken stupor for 3 years.
Yeah.
True.
Even as a king. So,
but Loki takes a piss on the throne and Thor's right there. Yeah. He's right there. He knows. Look, brother, use a bathroom. But no,
Thor, I will not be confined.
Then he looks away.
Chase him for 3 years.
Yeah, exactly.
He looks down and is like, damn, those are some weird ass cameras on Earth. Anyway, to the Bifrost.
Next, we're taking back another. We're going back to the Bifrost.
Going back to the past.
All right. This is the time from Batman. No, Batman.
We're going to
first night.
We're going to the great past. We're going to the back to see about the amazing Batman.
We're going to a time of mystery and intrigue to the Batman, the first night.
I kept skipping this book every time I saw it, and then finally I had like nothing to do at work, so I clicked on it and started reading it. I was like, this is fucking fantastic.
I wasn't even gonna read this shit to you unless you didn't mention it. And I was like, God damn.
And you guys know that I will never bring you into Batman unless I think something is fucking like really good. I had a blast reading this. I think I reread a lot of it like multiple times where I would just go back and just be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Did you really say that? What the fuck?
I was like, huh?
This puts us in the height of the Great Depression, right before the World War II. It puts us in the world of Batman in that era, right? This takes a lot of premise from that old black and white show. It's a wind chime. There's wind outside.
Stop paying attention to the wind chime.
No, just keep talking. Don't worry about me.
We were, but you were like you were breaking character. God damn!
Why are you doing? Talk about Batman.
Keep going.
Batman
focus on the wrong
is the wind. Batman is the chime.
Yeah, that was Batman out there.
Batman is the hero of this book. The main thing I liked about this, I didn't know. I read this digitally, so I didn't know it was a black.
When I picked that shit up, and that shit was like goddamn a deluxe, I was like, oh my gosh,
yeah,
okay,
that's a big boy.
I read this off the strength of your name. I was like, God damn.
I like that they based the model off of that 1930s or whatever, that black and white Batman show with that goofy ass ears.
He's Nosferatu.
It was
when he would look like a bat.
Yeah.
Being a detective was being a detective, all right? And you wore actual medical gloves.
Who brought in this freak?
Because you can't touch the shit without contaminating the evidence.
You know what I actually liked for once? That I've never seen this anywhere in any other comic, but like Batman actually put his fucking cloak up on his mouth to cover his identity against Gordon. To try his best, because I guess back in his head he feel like Gordon will figure it out if he sees his mouth shape, because he knows Bruce Wayne
and
he knows him.
And the fact you had to know faces at that time.
Exactly. Yeah, there was nothing
like I've seen you somewhere.
I've seen that
your
nose.
cadences. I know you, son.
Them teeth, they look familiar.
So
Right.
It is the 1930s, and like if he's got dental care, like you kind of narrow it down to
because he's probably the only one.
your teeth. You're not missing any teeth.
Wait, so you're
must
rich.
be rich.
Exactly.
There's only one rich person who can fund all those toys
You
have.
smell like you shower every day.
There's only one rich person with a six pack in 1930.
Right. And his age, a millionaire at that age? Come on now. There's nobody else that would fit the description.
There was one part of this book that particularly fucking thrilled me. That part of the book where the movie stars knock on his door at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Right. I was like,
to be like, you pulled the money from our movie, sir. It must be someone in my company. I don't run my company. Let me give her a call. Da-da-da.
Listen.
She left before she found out that I refunded the movie. That was the most unnecessary fucking 4 pages of any comic book I've ever read, but I loved it.
right. It definitely fit.
It had nothing to do with the story.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with shit.
I only read like 3 or 4 pages of this book, and I regret not reading the entire thing.
This thing was great.
It's great.
I want to hate on it, but it is exactly
You
the perfect type of capsule that Batman
It's
should be in. Once again,
Yeah, exactly. He fits so well in this age. This age
you can
and
enjoy this and not read another one of them. I don't know how many they plan on making out of this, because they didn't even introduce a bad guy in this movie. In this
right.
For maximum immersion, you have to wait until like the middle of like July. Turn off your air conditioning, put a ceiling fan on, light a cigarette, and then read this book for maximum immersion.
I got to sit there in slacks and a white
white beater.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And you have to
God damn, it's hot.
And something has to be in the oven because you have to be cooking, so it's extra
hot for
it's
no
extra hot in
reason.
there. You have to be cooking something in the oven.
The chicken's in the oven.
See? You get lippy with me, wife. I'll show you a thing or two.
You better hurry up and get that chicken before I give you a shiner. All right.
But yeah, this is a really, really good book.
It's
as
fun.
far as like being fun, capturing Batman in a time that's like it works for him.
Yeah.
It's been a while since Batman was fun. You know, like to read,
They're
like
just goofy fun.
just goofy fun. You know,
There it is. I was like, well, Batman's been fun, but
Yeah, he's been fun. But
I mean,
to us, people who read them actually.
shut the fuck up. All right,
listen.
I read Batman when I'm told to.
Batman.
Sometimes.
Okay, I admit it.
He came through with the fucking classic cars. He came through with the CV radio.
Yeah.
This book is.
There's just a lot
perfect.
to love about it.
I just love when he was talking to the horse. It was like
When he was talking to the horse. Yeah.
he was telling.
This is absolutely if any Batman is Batfleck, this is Batfleck.
This is Batfleck.
This is Boston in 1935.
I feel like this is what he wanted. Like when he was making his script and everything, he was like,
Yeah, fantastic.
Like he would want to do something like this.
Yeah.
I feel a little James Bond with it too. Like he's just so ahead of the times. Like the Sean Connery version. Like back in the day.
Yeah.
He's got the nice car. Oh my God. Like I there's a lot to enjoy about it.
Yeah.
As a Batman hater, okay? As a Batman hater, there's a lot to enjoy about this.
Yes.
Like absolutely.
Because it doesn't seem to like it takes itself seriously, but not to a point where it throws you off.
Yeah, as a Batman fan, if you're like myself, have gotten a little weary of, all the heavy
That shit.
on your shoulders pressure that they keep trying to push in these new ones. This is a fun little like getaway where it just kind of just there's pressure, there's concern, but the levity behind it makes it really light and delightful.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, good shit.
With that being said, I think that is the end of our show for today.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us in another comic book review. Did you read any of these books? Does anybody have any suggestions for anything anybody should read?
Gods
is fun.
Okay.
The Ultimate X-Men by Peach.
I've been wanting. Was it good?
So that had actually the first 10 pages have been put out on a different book.
Wow.
6 months ago, a shit ton of months ago. I remember reading them and I'm like, I didn't think of it. I thought that book had already came out, and then I seen it and I read it. It's not my cup of tea. They are trying, but I appreciate what they're trying. They're approaching it from a different perspective, and they're making a different person the titular character. They're making Armor looks like the titular character, which is an odd pick in my book and from my perspective. But the way they're approaching it with the Japanese kind of aesthetic of her armor is like a shogun armor, which is kind of cool, and the way
the
that
manga style.
Yeah, the manga style, and they're approaching Japanese way of life and attaching it to the X-Men. It's unique and it's cool. I'm probably gonna keep up with it, but it can be a little bit culture shock. It's for certain people, and it's cool.
I'm gonna. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, is it for weeps?
Yes,
100%. Yeah.
All right.
It could be a culture shock because the writer and the artist, they did a very good job of depicting what they want.
I believe it's the same. I believe they're the same person.
Then she did a great job.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm gonna recommend, as I have on this podcast before, Dark Sector's Dungeons. Man, that shit's HBO.
What issue is it on right now?
They're on probably 5 right now.
Okay.
5 or 4.
All right, I'm not that behind.
But that shit is HBO. It is on the edge of my seat. God damn.
That character is Dave Patel. Is that his name?
It should be played by him. He man,
I feel like that's exactly.
Oh yeah, that's exactly who it looks like.
And the guy that played Saul, Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
I feel like
those two. Oh my god, Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah.
This is an award-winning comic. I can't get enough of it. It's very, very no superhero. No, it's just people trying to catch a killer. Mm-hmm. One of the best kinds. Okay. It's really fantastic. Can't recommend it enough. Yeah.
But with that said, make sure you follow us on all social media platforms.
At Thirsty Nerds.
Yes, sir. And you can follow me at just_Uno on Instagram and X.
You can follow me at What's King Making on TikTok while it's still here.
Mm-hmm. You can follow me as Stooge Prime on Twitter.
You can follow me at Sumo on Instagram and Twitter. Oh my God.
Let us know what you guys are reading. Let us know what we should be checking out for. And if you got anything that's coming down the pipeline that you're really excited for, such as the new X-Men launch or any of the new books that have been announced on a regular basis, make sure you let us know what to check out for. Thank you guys for joining us in another comic book review. See you later, nerds.
Peace out.